Hey, I'm Finn Mitchich. So, you want to improve your microphone skills? Well, you've come to the right place. So, I have a little bit of experience with 3 different types of microphones, and I will take you through how to speak into all 3 of them. So, keep watching to find out how to speak into a microphone. So, the first microphone that we're going to be talking about is this one, which is called the Handheld microphone. Because, well, I mean, okay. So this microphone can be used for both recording and live performances. So I've used this microphone when performing as a spoken word poet and also in the thumbnail image at Oz Comic Con 2018 when I co-presented a panel. First of all, we should probably crush the misconceptions around how to actually test one of these microphones. So I will go and demonstrate everything that you shouldn't do. No, you are going to break this. In fact, this microphone was actually given to me broken because someone didn't know how to handle it properly. So how you actually test a microphone is really important, and this can be applied to any microphone that I will talk about. So basically you will hold the microphone or wear the microphone or whatever at an appropriate distance and then just say something along the lines of testing, 1, 2, 3, potato, tomato, tomato, I don't know, whatever. Usually testing, 1, 2, 3 works. And this is basically just for the sound technician to do the sound check and be like, okay, cool, everything works. Because when you're speaking with this microphone in particular and it's live, if it starts to make that really, really high-pitched sound through the speakers, that's not good for anyone's ears. And in that instance, I'd actually say move the microphone away from your mouth, because if it's still going to happen, it's going to be significantly quieter. So how far away should you actually hold this microphone from your mouth? So I've actually been demonstrating it a little. So I'd say roughly 2 hand spans away from your mouth. But again, everyone's got different hands. So I'm kind of judging by my small hands. So maybe it might be, 1 and a bit hand spans. But as you can see from here, it is pretty far away from my mouth, and I'm speaking with this microphone at just a bit louder than a conversational tone. So basically this, usually in a live setting, is used to amplify your voice. And even if you think that you don't need a microphone, trust me, if the sound technician is telling you that you do, you need it. And there are 2 types of handheld microphones that you should be aware of. So there's the wireless one, and there's also the one with a cord. So this one, whenever I've used it, it's usually been in a stand. So the stand should be adjusted to be at mouth height, and you should be standing far enough away from the microphone that, you're not, again, what a lot of singers do, you should not be doing this, which is making out with a microphone. That's gross, and that's how people get sick. So yeah, just make sure that you're standing an appropriate distance away from the microphone. And talking about distance, when you are speaking with a microphone, if you're walking around, make sure that you are gesturing with the hands that you're not speaking into the microphone with, which might take a bit of getting used to, but if you just remember, this is what the audience hears. And also you will be listening to yourself in the speakers, so you will know when you actually move it too far away and then you have to bring it back. The only time I'd probably say move it further away from your mouth is if you are singing and you're singing a really loud note, then of course you have to pull it away from your mouth because you're going to break the thing and that's not going to end well. Now, the second type of microphone that I want to talk about is a radio/podcast microphone. So I've used this with SYN Media, and basically the ones in the radio studios are, again, on a bit of an arm thing, kind of like this. So we will adjust the microphone before we start speaking into it, because if we start speaking into it and then adjust it, people can hear it, okay? And it's not very professional. But with this one, you actually need to talk to it, in a conversational tone, and you need to talk to it with it a lot closer to your mouth. so it gets a really good sound. So the best way to do this is to just do the Mockingjay symbol from the Hunger Games, and then between your lips, sorry, I'm trying not to get lipstick on my hand here, but between your lips and the microphone, there should be that 3-finger space. So it is a little too close for comfort, as I'm demonstrating here, and my eyes keep on looking down at it actually, because again, it's like, it kind of looks like it's going to punch you in the face a little, but that is how you should be talking into this particular microphone. Finally, the last microphone that I am going to talk about is the lapel microphone, but as I don't own one, we're going to be using this, and I just kind of hope that you can see it. But anyway, so the lapel microphone I've used on the set of SYN 1700, recorded in the Channel 31 studios. So this one I've only really used for recording, but of course it can be used for live events. So what you will do with this one is it's got a second component to it, which is like a tech pack that's attached to it with a cord. So the tech pack has a little clip, and I usually put it on like the waistband of my pants. So probably towards the rear of, towards my rear end, or on the sides away from the camera if I know I'm going to be sitting down for the whole time, but usually towards the rear end. So if I ever looks uncomfortable on the chairs, that's because I can't actually sit properly because of the microphone pack. Sorry, clips to the waistband of my shorts. Then as for the cord, I would kind of wrap it a little around my body, and then this part, the fun part, usually goes on your neckline. But if you're wearing like, you know, something that's kind of low cut, basically it should be about like a handspan and a half away from your mouth. So as you can see here. Now, something that should be considered with this microphone is something that I forgot to consider on the set of SYN 1700, which is if you have hair like mine that is out and could potentially rub against the microphone, people will hear it. The tech person will hear it. And if it's on live to air TV, everyone watching live to air TV will hear it. So please, make sure if you have long hair to tie it up or keep it away from the microphone, because it is going to make a hell of a lot of difference. So that's all for how to speak into a microphone. Now, I will say that all of my tips here are a general rule of thumb to follow, and if you are with a sound technician, make sure you ask them how far they think you should be keeping the microphone away from your mouth. Do a sound check, that sort of stuff. Make sure that everything's working properly, because this is a rule of thumb, and I have been and I have experienced a few technical issues. But again, if you can hear yourself live, like hear what is going through the microphone with a handheld microphone, then you should really pay attention to that, because if you need to bring it closer to your mouth, so like let's say you have a quiet voice or you've gone quiet because you're nervous, then you need to bring that microphone closer to your mouth. And yeah, just overall pay attention to what you can hear if you're using a handheld microphone for, like, you know, a live thing. And also just please follow the advice of a sound technician. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Also, if you want, you can leave a microphone emoji in the comments just to let me know that this has been helpful for you. And I might actually cover some like non-live microphones later on. But these are the most common types that I've used. So until next time, bye!